Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Bay City Chronicles Presents Next Gen. I am your Game Master, TGE, and with me tonight for the finale of Volume 1 of our comic is the original trio here. We've got Norastra, who's been calling balls and strikes. We've got Chameleon Ice, we've got Chameleon Ice, who's been calling an attorney. And we've got OPT Lawyer, who is said attorney, who is avoiding Chammy's calls.
Pretty much, yeah. I know what he wants. I don't want any part of it.
Now I'm offended and confused.
Exactly.
There's only so many times you can ask to be bailed out for a heist involving raccoons and acorns.
But it's so natural.
Cham, just because they throw it in what looks like a garbage can doesn't mean you could just take it, okay?
So as I mentioned, this is going to be the finale of Next Gen Volume 1. We made it 34 issues, which is absolutely insane, considering Volume 1 of Bay City Chronicles proper was, 14? I think it took us 3 volumes to get to this number here. But either way, last time on Bay City Chronicles, we emerged with our heroes had just freshly coming out of the nightmare, where Chase Cassidy explained a whole lot of information to everybody. Basically that Gianna's mom, a.k.a. Minerva Robinson, ended up in the dreaming taking on the somnolent crown because of a deal she made with a god. Or a partial god, I guess one would say. Huh. She made the deal so she could have the power to keep her children safe, children being plural. It was at this moment where Gianna finally realized what everybody else had, including the dumb as a brick Drake, that her and Hilbert were in fact half siblings.
She just took a minute.
A minute?
And some change.
I love it. More than just a minute. So, in addition to all of that, Chase explained that Minerva had come to him in a dream, because of course the whole dreaming, to explain everything to him, and that he and her had basically been jerks to you guys to get you comfortable enough with your powers to help save the day when the time came. It was at this point that your old friend Castor showed up, and Chase reminded you that the conversation never happened. Unfortunately, Gianna decided to not listen and mentioned the name Vexiat to Castor, which caused him to accelerate his plan, considering that Castor was Vexiat. So you guys decided that Castor ran off to go and confront Minerva in the Dragon Realms, while you fought his right-hand man, the ebony-haired boy who transformed into a Crow Knight. Mm-hmm. It was during this time where Gianna used her access to the dreaming to re-unlock Hilbert's powers, and he transformed into the giant hyena and started kicking the ever-loving crap out of an army of violet staff-wielding pixies.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. At this point, it was then revealed that there was a massive outbreak of nightmares in reality. Hilbert, Charlie, and Chase made their way to the reality world to deal with that, stopping to pick up Hunter on the way, where they discover that his bedroom is full of comically large tubs of Fun Dip.
Yeah.
And the rest of you made your way to the Dragon Realms to confront Castor. As you approached, you saw that the Horde Keeper's tiara, or the Horde Keeper's coronet, had been placed on an altar, and it had been used to resurrect Interitus, the bringer of destruction, who is now Interitus reborn. So a massive fight was ensuing between the Dreaming and the Dragon Realms. Drake and Alex decided to confront Enteritus head-on while Gianna and Chibi, riding in Alex's Power Ranger motorcycle, with Chibi driving, decided that they were going to confront the Dreaming Armies. In the fight with the ebony-haired boy, Gianna had lost all of the friends she normally summoned, so in true Gianna fashion decided she was just going to get new friends, and charmed the entire pixie army of the Dreaming, and led them in a charge on Castor, who had cornered Minerva at the altar to the Dragonlord. There, Gianna activated her moment of truth, and in addition to defeating Castor and the ebony-haired boy, also managed to knock the somnolent crown off of her mother's head. Meanwhile, over against in the fight against Enteritus, Drake was doing exactly what Drake does against Enteritus, getting his butt kicked. Meanwhile, Alex, the Power Ranger in red spandex, was busy stabbing his eye out.
Right. The humanoid, not dragon, not anything at all, just has fists and sword, is sitting here cutting things off of Enteritus while Drake is getting thrown to mountains.
Yes. And that was where we ended, with Gianna finally reuniting with her mother after all of these years, and Alex on the ground, Drake in the air, and Enteritus staring down, looking over at everybody. So welcome, everybody, to Bay City Comics Presents Next Gen. This is Volume 1's finale, issue number 34. Chasing the Dragon, Part 3, Dragonlord. On the cover, you see the familiar dragon chasing its tail symbol, encased in the middle. And you see the image of Enteritus Reborn, taking up the entire cover. His face actually exceeding above the dragon circle, staring down at the forms of Alex, Drake, and Gianna, bravely staring up at it, ready to fight. You know, like one of those heroic, like, pictures you've seen on other source books that we can't mention.
Right.
Different game. So, we turn the page, and we will start exactly as we ended last time, with the looming figure of Enteritus Reborn, which, for those of you who might have forgotten what he looks like, here it is again, in all of its wonderful glory. Staring down, Drake flying above, Alex sort of standing below, and you hear the booming voice of Enteritus in your head, Drake. And Alex, too. At least you finally decided to bring someone who can at least entertain me. And as he says this, the two eyes he has left, the one normal eye and the one eye that is the Horde Keeper's coronet, look up at Drake, chuckle a little bit, and then turn to stare at Alex.
Crap, I didn't mean to entertain him. What's wrong? Right. How am I entertained? Never mind.
You're putting up a fight. Unlike this fly, who's just annoying.
Fair.
Eventually, you will run out of mountains here.
I'll make more.
I mean,
there's some molehills around here somewhere.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Alex looks over at Drake's like, alright, so I've stabbed him, I've pounded his head in, I cut part of his tongue off, he doesn't even look like that hurt him much.
Oh, the tongue thing hurt a little.
Okay, well good, yep, thank you,
Have you tried telling him a joke?
He looks down at Alex, excuse me for 1 second,
okay.
And then he looks up at Drake and just backhands you like a fly into another mountain.
Hey!
The adults were talking. There was no place for him at this table.
Okay, fair enough.
So, since he obviously didn't want to go for the offer, I will offer you. Would you like to rule the Dragonlands with me?
I mean, the name is Red Dragon. No!
It does aesthetically work.
I mean, it does, but no.
Although I'll even give you command of all of the red dragons, the real ones.
I mean, it's tempting. I'm not going to say it is, but no!
Think of the size of the horde you could have.
Oh, not that kind of dragon. That doesn't... No.
What did you think I was talking about?
Horde! Like, I don't want a lot of gold.
Weapons, jewels, an army.
No!
Indentured servants to do your every will.
Oh, I have my friends for that. I mean, no!
Well then, I guess.
So Alex does this thing where he's standing. And remember, he's like, motioning a ton because, again, helmet and whatnot. He's just like, no way, man. I'm not joining you. Forget that. You're going down! As he holds his sword up, he's like... And, like, if you can't see his mask, but you get that, like, that comic panel of, like, the... like, inside the mask kind of thing, and he's looking up like, oh, God, what am I doing?
And we get that comic panel, and then the next one is the exact same, but just the giant hand coming down to smack at you. What do you do?
Oh, he would... Oh, God. He would thrust his sword upwards and try to stab him through the hand.
Go for it.
Oh, thank God.
Also, because this seems more relevant.
Oh.
All right. Choose two.
So he's going to resist and or avoid, and thematically that is, like, literally, like, stopping the hand from coming down with the sword, and, he's going to create an opportunity.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the opportunity is not going to be for Drake.
I didn't say who it was for, I just said...
It's going to be for Gianna here.
Right.
Because you stab him in the hand, and he screams and rears back. And as he rears back, poor Drake, who has just been climbing out of the mountain, is coming back, and he rears back and gets headbutted by the back of his head. And this time, Drake... You don't crash into a mountain this time. You crash into the crater of a mountain you've already created.
Huh.
I'm here! Ah!
Hey, look, there's water in here.
Yes, you splash. Gianna, you hear this howl of pain. And you hear the katoosh as Drake has been smashed into like the fourth thing since you've gotten here. You are on the altar to the Dragonlord with your mother, the somnolent crown at your feet. Chibi still driving the motorcycle.
Oh, geez, where's he at? Huh.
He's got it parked.
Oh, good. That's good. Good of you, Chibi. So Gianna's gonna look at her mom. Mom, how do we stop that thing?
I don't know. She sounds extremely tired.
So Gianna looks down at the crown and she looks at the altar. She doesn't. Do we know how the altar was used previously?
No.
Okay. Okay, so she's going to dash forward and grab the crown of the dreaming so it's not just sitting on the ground, because that's dangerous. And then she's going to run towards Enteritus, and she's going to wait for Chibi to kind of like follow her. And then she...
And as he he's got an old-timey leather motorcycle helmet on with goggles.
Nice.
As
he passes by, she's going to jump into the sidecar as she kind of shouts back at her mom. Don't worry, Mom. We'll handle this. Come on, everybody.
Whatever you do, don't put that on.
Can't hear you. Everybody, let's go.
And there's just...
Motorcycle's too loud.
Yeah, you see that, and a lot of the pixies, a lot of like the Dreaming Army is still fighting with the Dragonlord, the Enteritus's forces. So you have a small legion of fairies coming with you. But basically, you just get the motorcycle with Chibi driving, Gigi in the sidecar, and then just like a small legion of fairies with these violet-tipped staves.
And as Gigi's directing Chibi to ride, she's going to be holding up the crown of the Dreaming aloft to see if she's going to catch Terratus' eye, as he's clearly distracted here.
Roll to provoke with a -1. The -1 is because it's not a shiny object.
Oh, it's not? Oh,
No, because the somnolent crown, as we've seen, is not a shiny crown.
Oh, that's right.
Motorcycle shiny.
The Horde Keeper's coronet is.
Right.
But the somnolent crown is not.
Okay, so -1 you said.
Yes.
This is going to be bad. That's bad.
Oh, dear. I have not seen a -1 before.
I
have. Who did you? You know what? You've made someone hang on.
That is Snake Eyes with a -3.
Yes. So you hold this up. You hold this up. And bad news. You don't catch Terratus' eye.
Good.
Worse news. You do catch something's eye.
Who's left?
And you're sitting there swinging this, focusing on Terratus. And as you just drive by, something plucks this out of your hand. As you drive by.
That's bad. Who?
Do you continue to drive, or do you command Chibi to turn around and look?
If that crowd is gone, she needs to get it. She knows it's important.
Okay. You turn around, and the pixies and the fairies are not the only denizens of the dreaming.
Uh-huh.
There are other denizens of the dreaming. Like most fairy tale worlds, in addition to that, so you see this big, disgusting, gigantic frog-hemoth. Basically, it's a behemoth-sized frog.
Oh!
Aww! It's like one of those guys out of the Ninja cartoons.
Who has snatched the crown with his gigantic tongue and is in the process of placing it on his head.
No!
So, somebody's watched too much Blaster Master.
Actually, no. I do enjoy Blaster Master. Area 3 and Area 3 for life, baby.
Right.
But no, this is not from Blaster Master.
Fair enough.
I promise you that.
That's fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Drake kind of sits up in the crater, sees the frog, and goes not again, and falls back down.
So my hard move was stealing the crown.
Yeah.
That's a big, hard move.
You're -1!
I know!
Drake, it's your turn. You've been getting your crap kicked out of you by Terratus. Meanwhile, your buddy's been kicking his butt. And then Wart has decided he wanted to take the crown.
Oh, yes! Wart.
Well, it's not actually Wart from Mario 2, it's just the name.
Yeah.
Red Dragon, you got that. And Terratus, bite me. I'll deal with you later. And,
is that an offer?
If you finish him, I'll take you on.
He's more fun than you are.
Yeah. So Alex looks over and says, "Why do you want to fight me?"
Because I need a worthy dragon.
No, I was talking to Drake.
Not it.
No, Alex was talking to Drake.
Oh, okay.
So he said after you finish him, he'll fight you. And Alex looks over. Why would you want to fight me?
No, you deal with him. There's a frog with the crown.
Okay.
Got to stop.
All right, I'll sit here and fight your nemesis.
The irony of that statement.
Right.
Yup.
Drake is going to use Unstoppable here.
Okay. Roll it first. Then we read.
Yes.
As Drake goes charging towards the frog hemoth. Which, I love the term froghemoth.
That is a great term.
Yep. Shout outs to the podcast
When-
I've been listening to for that term.
When you smash your way through the scenery to get to or away from something, roll plus danger. On a hit, the world breaks before you and you get what you want. On a 7 and 9, choose one. Mark a condition, leave something behind, or take something with you. On a miss, you smash through, but you leave devastation in your wake or wind up somewhere worse. GM's choice. So that is a 7 to 9.
It is a 7 to 9. Part of me wanted you to end up somewhere worse because I had a plan for that.
Of course you did.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to get what I want. I am going to take the crown from the frog.
You go to grab the crown from the froghemoth. You are able to get your hands on the crown. But you're not able to pry it away from the froghemoth because it's a froghemoth. So you've ran from Eternius, you've plowed through, you've gotten to the froghemoth unobstructed. That's fine. You've got your hands on the crown. So you haven't acquired it yourself, but you are stopping the froghemoth from putting it on its head right now.
Okay.
And then you
Works
say,
for me.
"Why do you stop me from doing this?"
Because you can't.
I'm going to regret having to do that for the voice.
You are. We're not going to kill
Yeah,
you
you
for
are.
a long time.
We're literally just going to keep it around for no reason. In fact,
Exactly.
well, all of us are
Like
just
you-
going to sit here and provoke it to do things for the entire rest of the session.
Alex, you've been left alone to fight Eternius. What do you do?
So, okay, I'm gonna try this because I'm sick of just rolling danger. So there was this point that Eternius, you'll smack Drake away for like the third time, right? So there was that briefest of moments where he's not focused on Alex. In that time period, Alex threw something directly underneath him. And it's going to...
How did you have explosives?
He's a Power Ranger, of course I do! So...
That's how they make entrances.
Exactly. So, it's basically one of these power crystal things that he's set to explode, and now is about the time it's going to explode. So, I'm using Dangerous Web to create basically a impromptu, extremely, localized flashbang right underneath this guy, and I'm praying to God it works.
I'm praying it doesn't.
Okay.
So neither of us got what we wanted.
Well, actually, no. It's the 10 plus. I just get the +1 forward for pursuing it. But on hit, your opponent trips into it, and you get an opening or opportunity against them.
Well, you've caused his foot to blow up. It's basically like he stepped on a caltrop.
Yay! Alright, so...
D4. Roll the 3.
Okay.
Tell me a D4 doesn't look like a caltrop.
No, it absolutely
Oh,
does.
okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was trying to get the +1, although I haven't really needed the +1, whatever. So, while he's distracted...
You just see, hold on real quick, you just see this giant monster doing the ow, 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 hopping on one foot thing.
That's a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, it is actually. Oh, gosh, does this thing look like it's got a really big weak point? Does it have a weak point spot glowing on it someplace?
You'd have to assess the situation to find out.
Okay, so that's not happening. So, wait, hold on. It says,
I mean, he does have 3 glowing orbs on his face. Starfire
2. I've already knocked one of them out.
See?
All right, fine. That's a good idea. So while he's jumping up and down, helpless, Alex is going to, again, do the Power Ranger thing and jump 50 feet in the air or whatever it is, because that's what they could do, apparently. And he's going to drive his sword directly into the other eye of this thing. Obviously, there's a third one that I don't think can be, but, let's just poke out both of the normal two eyes, if I can. Okay.
Eventually you'll roll like crap.
That was like crap. That was a 4. So... Oh gosh, I actually...
Do you resist or avoid?
No. I really don't want to do that, actually, just because it's fun. I want to create yet another... well, no, they're busy with that.
You can create an opportunity.
I can, yeah.
It says create an opportunity for your allies.
That's true. Okay, I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay. So, what you did not do is resist or avoid blows
On
here.
purpose, because I'm doing
So
too well at this.
You go to stab, you just miss taking out the eye, but you stab right next to it. And in its rash of pain, he whips his head, which was a lot more than you were expecting. So you go flying up in the air, and then a giant head comes in. I'd like you to take a powerful blow as you just become a popcorn snack.
Ew. Oh, there we go.
All right, choose one from the 7 to 9 list.
Yeah, I have to remember what that is. 1 second.
It is... You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain, mark 2 conditions.
You know what? I'm going to struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Mm-hmm.
The
practical yet unfun option.
Well, actually, that makes the next thing really fun, because Alex now has 4.
Mm-hmm.
Which I kind of did on purpose, because I want to.
Yeah. Yes, but as that's going on, Gianna, you saw Drake give up fighting his nemesis to come in. He's fighting with the Froghemoth with a crown. And you just saw Alex get chomped by Enteritus.
Which, I mean, let's be honest, is a good reason to make him feel insecure and guilty.
True. Right now, the crown is more important. What is the frog?
So the crown is more important than your friend getting swallowed.
He is a Power Ranger. He might be able to make it out of there.
It's
so he's literally
it's
inside.
Gianna.
That's also true.
Basically, here's what I'm going to tell you. Next hard move I get, he's getting swallowed.
So he's literally inside Enteritus' mouth.
He popped me in the mouth.
It's the whole Hercules Hydra scene where he's in the mouth of the Hydra.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I wouldn't be asking that question if it was anybody other than Gianna. But it's Gianna here.
It is Gianna, and it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So... Oh. Okay. I'm sorry, Alex. So, Gianna sees Alex go in there, and she's still on the bike with Chibi. And she looks at Chibi and says, Chibi, you need to go help Drake. I'm going to take the bike.
Oh, no.
And no questions, just go. And she, almost kind of pushes Chibi off. And as soon as he goes off, she puts her hands on the bike, and she teleports it, as it's in motion, into Enteritus' mouth where she saw Drake go, and she jumps off of the bike.
You mean Alex?
Oh, yeah, Alex, I'm sorry. She jumps off of the bike as she teleports in, while it's in motion, to try to rescue Alex in there, and have the bike drive straight down into Enteritus' gullet. I'm not sure if it's going to explode when it hits the bottom or not, but it's a Power Ranger bike, so...
Defend. And to answer the question, yes, a ridiculous stunt. You stabbed a giant dragon monster and then got swallowed by it. That's ridiculous.
Perfect.
Roll to defend.
Defending Alex.
That's the drive.
I am. Alex, can you use a team? Because I'm here in the mouth with you.
Technically, if the GM will let me.
Wait, I'm defending you.
Here's the catch.
Oh wait,
You're in the mouth.
I forgot to add the +1.
Coming.
I forgot to add +1 for our influence.
Oh, he does. Okay. She does have influence. Yeah.
Yeah, yep. I forgot to add that, so I have a 7.
That's fine. Yeah, like I said, if Drake wanted to, I would be okay with it. Like, you don't know she's coming because she's teleporting here.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know how you would do it.
That's what. The only thing I was thinking of is maybe he heard a motorcycle coming towards him.
Did you add the influence?
That gets you to a 7. Okay. On a 7 to 9, it costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation, but you will keep them safe, and you're going to either add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
Well, I'm in a monster's mouth. That puts me kind of exposed to danger.
Yes, it's 50-50, however you want to do it. I have an answer for either one of them.
Alrighty, so...
Also, comfortable GM is comfortable.
Gonna expose myself to danger as I try to get Alex out of there, and I'm going to clear a condition, which is going to be the whole afraid thing, because that's not an afraid thing to do.
No, it is not. So, good and bad news for you. So, you're exposing yourself to danger. You aren't necessarily able to get the bike down its throat. What you were able to is basically pour it in there, and you and Alex sort of switched positions. He's now riding out on the bike, and you're in the mouth of the dragon. Bad news for you, or good news for you, the tongue slashing sort of disabled the projectile ability of the breath weapon.
Oh, good.
Bad news is it didn't disable the effect to regurgitate the breath.
Oh.
So,
Ew.
Alex,
yes?
You look behind you on your bike, and you see this happening, but it's going to be Drake's turn here.
Right.
So you both look, as you're fighting with this, you see smoke starting to curl out the sides of the mouth of Enteritus, with the now closing again mouth on Gianna. Drake, it's your turn. You see that happening with Enteritus, and you are fighting with a froghemoth over a crown. What do you do? Or not. Alex, you see the scene I described.
Right. So he's somehow on his bike now, which he's not entirely certain how that happened, but, he kind of has this feeling. Alright. So he's flying off on his bike. Okay.
He's flying off basically driving it now, because I was going to say the sidecar, but Chibi got left.
Right. Okay. So, alright. He's gonna land. Well, because he has to. I mean, it's just a thing. And he's going to, rev the bike up, and it's going to launch into the air because, of course, it's a rocket bike, because Power Rangers. Oh, God. He's gonna take out his, laser gun, because all Power Rangers have that. I think we've established that one, too. And he's going to directly try to shoot this thing's teeth out, so Gianna can just, walk out.
So you're basically going to try and play the Gator game.
Yes.
From the arcade.
100%.
Oh, gosh.
And we're back to that. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, I'm going to resist or avoid his blows, and I'm going to take Gianna from him.
Okay, so Gianna, you're not gonna like how this happens.
No, I didn't figure I would.
So you're flying away. You're basically turned around on the motorcycle that's going, and you're pew, 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 playing the knock out the gator teeth game. So basically, you managed to knock one out, knock the second one out, and with the third shot, you nail Gianna in the chest and scoot her out the hole of the teeth. I'm not going to have you mark a condition, Gianna, because that's not fair, but you definitely just got shot in the chest with a laser. But the force of it has then kicked you out through the gator golf teeth.
Thank you!
I'm assuming Alex would catch her on the bike or something. I don't know. Or maybe not. I don't know.
It's the opposite direction right now.
Oh, fair. Okay, yeah.
Because there's no way you can get her go. So here's what's happening here. So from a mechanical perspective, that normally would be all 5 conditions. But that's no fun to have this end.
No, not at all.
So...
Wait, hold on. Did Alex just inflict all 5 conditions on this thing?
Alex has inflicted all 5 conditions on this thing, yes. Drake's too busy fighting with a frog.
Apparently.
And the mountain. And himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, this should. It's a final boss. This shouldn't be the end of it.
To be fair, Enteridus has destroyed Drake every time he's encountered.
You're not wrong, yeah.
The frog is a much tastier target.
Yelling and screaming. And as you shoot Gianna out of this thing's mouth, the eye in the center of its head starts to glow. And you all hear in your heads, I will not be defeated that easily. Let's see how well you like it when your home gets invaded. And he reaches out with both claws, just sort of sticks them. And from the comic panel, it looks like both of his claws are coming out of the page and ripping the page in half.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, it looks like he's crawling out, and we turn the page. And the same spot where Gianna tore a hole to the dreaming, Enteridus has torn a hole, literally with claws, into reality.
Oh.
And as he does this, waves and waves of whelps and drakelings and dragons start pouring into the real world.
You said drakelings. Are these little bitty drakes that are running out?
No. They're wyverns, then.
Wyverns?
Oh, no.
Yes, the poorly translated wyvern from Final Fantasy V PC,
Yes.
PSX.
They're casting Mega Nuke already.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And like when you guys fought the devils in front of the tower, the panic in the streets, it is like Avengers, Frost Giant invasion levels of panic.
Yeah.
You guys see this as it's happening. Drake, you see a tear being ripped into your world. You're fighting with a giant frog over a metal crown. What do? You won't get this crown from me!
I really wish I had a strength check here, but what,
You do have one. It's called Unleashing Your Powers.
There's that.
Okay. Drake is... Because Drake hasn't... No, Drake was fully transformed when we started this. That's right.
Yeah.
So Drake is going to... Since the realms have been kind of shattered together, Drake is going to siphon some power out of both realms to infuse the dragon, the Kaiser, to rip the crown off the frog and throw it at Enteridus.
Okay.
Oh.
This is going to be 2 rolls. First things first, roll to unleash your powers.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Can we help him with that? We have 5 team. It's only 2 away.
I don't know how to do that, though. I would love to.
Okay. I have to use one selfishly, but Gigi would be the other one who could do it since we are dealing with Dream and
dragons.
Yeah, look, Alex doesn't have magic powers to help you with that.
You have a motorcycle.
I have a motorcycle.
You have a sword.
Yes. Okay.
And a laser gun.
It's true.
Those are like magic.
Like, he's drawing on the powers. You can see he's trying to pull the crown away from the froghemoth.
Okay, actually, yeah.
There's that too.
So, Alex could take out his gun and just aim and blast tongue with laser gun.
Exactly. Gianna?
And Gianna, actually, important question. Whatever happened to her friends that were controlled when she lost control?
They were in reality last time you knew.
Oh, right.
Remember, because Hilbert was fighting them?
Right, but they were under Caster's control, right?
Right, yeah. All you know is they were in reality.
Okay.
Then you moment of truth, and you don't know what's happened to them since.
Okay.
There's been kind of a lot of other things going on.
True. Okay, I won't take that route then. So what Gianna will do then, and as Drake is like ripping off the crown and throwing it towards Enteritus.
Well, no. This is just the check to get the crown away from the frog. This is not the chucking it at Enteritus roll.
Okay. So they're just getting it off the frog then. Okay, she's gonna point out to Chibi then, and she's going to actually use her powers to try to, like, because he's from the dreaming, and now she's realized that she controls a lot of the dreaming, to enhance Chibi to pop out of Sailor Man that crown.
So you infuse Chibi, and he goes up, and as he's jumping, he does the full flex, and he lands on Drake's back and gives him a massage to infuse the dreaming power.
To the left a bit, Chibi. No, other left.
All right. Is this temporary or unstable, or are you marking a condition?
No, jeez.
I mean, who's temporary? I mean,
your powers. It's you at this point.
I guess it's temporary unstable because I'm just ripping the crown from the frog.
Okay. You have the frog. It's temporary unstable. You said you were whipping it at Enteritus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is your intention?
To beat him in the head with the crown.
Okay, roll the directly engage the threat.
Nothing special. Just want to smash him in the face with it. Oh, for God's sakes. Here's where you use Team Selfishly, because we've already helped out.
So Drake throws Chibi with the crown.
Oh no! I just had a terrible idea, and I think Teach did too.
I did.
Is it gonna happen?
I did. So you throw the crown instinctively at Enteritus. Chibi gets caught on with it.
Oh no.
And as this is going, you see Enteritus smile. And right before the crown hits Enteritus, Chibi puts it around his head.
Oh!
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is akin to wearing it. It shrinks.
Mm-hmm.
And attaches itself to Chibi.
Chibi is now the ruler of the dreaming.
Chibi is now the ruler of the dreaming.
That's the thing that happened.
And just stops himself right before Enteritus. Looks at him in the eye. And you all hear booming in your heads. These are my friends! And they're gonna stop you, you big ugly thing! Change! And the waves and waves of pixies and the froghemoth, who now has to obey, and the army of frogs and an army of trolls goes charging out of the rift in reality to fight the dragons and drakelings and whelps.
This is the most amazing thing that could have happened.
Isn't it though?
And it's not even over.
No, it's not.
And then you just hear
Drake kind of looks at Gigi and just kind of does the fake shrug.
That's not how I pictured that going.
So then the comic panel is also like Alex just kind of like pulling up, doing that side stop thing. It's like, what happened?
You just hear in your head, "I happened."
Okay, is Chibi? Is that you? Because he didn't see this.
Yeah. Now get back in here. I've got your accessible safe. Stop this dragon.
Okay. He looks over.
I'm gonna need to borrow your bike.
What'd you say? I'm sorry. What did you say?
Borrow your bike.
I'm gonna need to borrow your bike.
Oh, sure. Take it.
So Chibi does this weird thing where he basically switches places with you.
Oh.
And he is now on the bike, George Washington style, pointing, leading the armies of the Dreaming to fight the armies of the Dragon
Wait,
Realm.
so where's Alex now?
Alex is back in the Dragon Realms, basically landing right near Drake and Gianna as they stare down in Terratus.
Right. No, that's where he was going with the motorcycle.
Yeah.
So as long as he just popped off, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Gianna, all I can say right now is that just happened. What do you do?
There's not much else to say, really.
I have no idea.
For the record, this was an idea that I had that could possibly happen, and there is inspiration for this. Who's played Final Fantasy IX?
I've played part of it.
Who's gotten to the Gulag volcano of Final Fantasy IX?
Oh, I don't remember it.
This is 100%. Yeah, this is 100%. Ieko, use Terra homing, Kupo.
Oh,
100% that.
Okay. Okay. Wait, Caster's dead. Or gone, at least.
Yeah. It is now the three of you alone in the Dragon Realms, facing down against this giant monster who looks to have both of his eyes and his tongue back because boss phase 3.
Okay.
Alex Denfro's like, oh, come on!
No, we're all together now. We can all focus on this.
I worked so hard to get rid of those.
You can do it again, Alex.
Okay.
And you too, Drake. Just don't fall into any mountains right now, okay?
He looks at you. I appreciate the effort, but this is where your heroic story ends.
No. It's where your story ends. And Gianna's gonna try to reach out, and she's going to try to do a call to her friends who are in reality now to see if she can call the cavalry. Because they're all wrapping around.
I hate calling the cavalry, but I love this move.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's called I hate calling the cavalry.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, return to me! Oh, goodness, I actually succeeded. Okay. The dragon
I love
no
the
problem.
shock to that.
I am conditioned up. There are some problems.
Okay, please read me the move.
Okay, the move, calling the cavalry.
I'm pretty sure this is where they show up with their own problems, right?
Yes, when you call your allies maybe on this world to ask them for help, mark a condition, and roll superior. On a hit, someone shows up to lend you a hand. On a 7 to 9, they're dragging their own problems.
Okay, well, we're going to have a little fun here, okay? So, you have Sassy, Nessie,
Indeed.
Mr. Moth.
Yes.
Am I missing anybody else?
There are the bunyips, like the little hippo
The
guys.
bunyips. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 4. I have in my hands a d6. I'm going to roll this to determine who or what shows up.
What happens with the other 2 numbers?
You'll have to wait and see.
I don't like that game.
For the record, 5 and 6 are the unknowns.
I figured.
3
Oh.
is Mr. Moth.
Yay! Whew.
So, you summon this, and you hear the zzz sound of Mr. Moth come flying in. Does the salute. And you look, trailing him behind him. There are a couple of whelps chasing him.
Mr. Moth, company! She tries to put it behind him hurriedly.
I know. I know. Maybe you could help with... Oh, God, what is that? Alex.
Yes?
Mr. Moth is talking.
Oh, God, right.
He always talks to me.
Right. Yeah, just like, yeah. I was like, wait, he talks? Yeah, why?
Obviously.
Also, you have in Terranus, there are 2 whelps that have followed Mr. Moth in, and oh yeah, Chibi just led an army into reality.
Well, there goes reality.
Oop, there goes gravity.
No. All that's gonna happen is the entire world is gonna lose its entire stock of sugar.
Yeah, it did already to Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, Hunter... So it's gonna be a war between Hunter and Chibi now. It's gonna be called the Sugar War, and it'll be amazing.
And now we know why Hunter is now the doomed.
Yeah.
And somewhere over in Kalos City, you hear Cal crying.
I missed an investment opportunity.
Apollo Industries, a subsidiary of Dreaming Incorporated.
Yeah. In consolidation with Dreamweaver Incorporated. Okay. I'm sorry, what was happening again? I'm just...
That's a good question.
We're having a life and death fight, but
Allegedly.
I mean, supposedly this is season finale fight, and yeah.
Okay, back up. What just happened again? I'm...
Mr. Moth came in. He has whelps with him.
Okay.
And the 3 of you are facing down in Terratus.
Oh, Mr. Moth is talking to you. He never.
Right, what did
And
Mr. Moth say?
talk.
Yeah, what did he say?
He just said help him.
Pointed to in Terratus.
He said...
What is that thing?
Right. So what's with the whelps behind him now?
They're involved in the fight now.
Yeah, because Mr. Moth came dragging his own problem.
Right, so like, okay, should we get rid of that, or should we just worry about the big massive thing in front of us?
I think if we beat him, everything else will stop.
Oh, okay. Alright, fine. So, see, Chibi's got his motorcycle. Oh, that's right. Alex has his battleizer on. I forgot about that. Okay, so Alex Power Ranger gonna Power Ranger.
Power Ranger gonna Power Ranger.
So Alex is gonna just jump up again, aided by, I don't know. I'm going to just, you know what? Again, Power Ranger just materializes a jetpack on his back. Just so he can jump up faster. And he's going to just, instead of standing on his head and trying to plunge said sword into said eye socket, he's literally just going to fly, like, Joust style, right into this thing's eyeball. Because...
Are you flying, or are you flying on Mr. Moth?
Did
you said joust.
Right.
Which implies him out.
He is there.
That's the point, yeah. So yeah, he jump up...
Looks cool.
Yeah, so I jump up on Mr. Moth. There you go. And just point and just...
Alright. Roll to directly engage a threat.
Wow.
Choose one.
I'm going to resist or avoid at this point.
Okay. So you stab at this thing. And I need to look something up real quick, because I don't actually have that on here. I need to look at specific wording. But you stab, and you hear this horrible screaming. And then you hear you hear more cacophonous screaming. This coming from the rip in reality. And you look. And from this hole, you see that while the armies of the dreaming are doing a good job, they can't contain everything. You look out and you see Hilbert and Charlie and Hunter and the actual next gen all doing their best to help, but it's still not enough. And you look, and just the nature of how this tear works, it's showing different points, kind of like a projector screen.
Okay.
And it zooms in, not just zooms in, but it shifts to a house you recognize. And you just see a couple of drakes. Not our Drake, but the flying one. The good ones, the ones that aren't getting their butt kicked. Approaching Gianna's house. As Enteritus screams in pain. Drake, you and Gianna see this too. Enteritus is screaming in pain. There are drakes heading towards her house. What do you do?
I have an idea.
I'm going to defer to the idea.
What happened the last time you had an idea?
Things got awesome.
Chibi put a crown on.
Chibi put a crown on his head and
As
is
I
now the
said.
rule of the dreaming.
Things got awesome. So, what Gianna's going to do is she's going to, since they're still in the dreaming, she's going to say, Drake, okay, get down here. In order to beat this thing, we have to work together.
Right.
And the only way I know how is to take part of what I am and to mix it with whatever you are. So Gianna's going to put her hands on Drake and she's going to say, Drake, I need you to believe with me that you are a greater hero than you know. You are going to stop Enteritus once and for all because you are the real Dragonlord. She's trying to comfort and support.
Roll credits.
This is a hell of a time to comfort and support.
This is probably a bad idea because I don't have a lot of...
Remember, you get the +1 for the...
It is important.
Influence.
+1. Oh, I did it!
Nice.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Alex is going to help. He's going to give other encouragement by basically like giving the good old thumbs up. It's just like, come on, you two. We've gone through a lot together, and you guys can do whatever in the living crap you're going to do, but I have all the faith in the world in you.
Yeah, she's trying to push some of the dreaming's power into there with her comforting and...
Drake and Gianna, in this case, on a 10+. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up. On a 10+, you can also add a team to the pool or clear a condition yourself.
Well, right now, adding team seems the most sensible, considering working together.
Well, I mean...
Well, Gianna's happens either way.
That's what I mean.
Yes. So Drake is going to take potential here.
You have to open up.
I'm working on it. So Drake looks at Gigi and Alex, and he kind of nods and accepts Gigi's words of you are the Dragonlord. And Drake places his hand on Gigi's poof.
A clawed hand.
Yes.
Oh,
the clawed
You hear in
hand.
your head. You hear in your head. You break it, I break you.
Gigi,
Correct?
Alex, thank you for being my friend and helping through this.
Alex gives
Y'all
a head
have-
tilt, but it gives a nod.
And as you see that, so Drake is thanking them for all the support and all the the time and the camaraderie. Drake turns to Enteritus. And I'm unlocking my moment of truth again.
Are you activating it?
Yes.
Kind of figured.
Read it.
There's no...
And it's yours.
All right. I have to find it again. Hold on.
Should be right on your character sheet in Roll20.
It should be.
Oh, moment of truth. This is the moment when you prove how much the mantle belongs to you. You seize control of all your powers, and you defeat even impossible odds to prove you are worthy of the name you carry. You accomplish feats even your predecessors couldn't do. Of course, after you prove something like that, you can still expect more responsibilities to be placed on your shoulders. So Drake again turns into the giant golden dragon. This time, even more magnificent than before, has got 8 different legs and is fully embodying the Kaiser.
I forget. The last time you did this, was Alex around or no?
No.
Okay, so Alex is going to be...
not
Yeah,
pleased.
that's right, it was Charlie. So Alex is going to stand there, like, stunned, like, what in the living...
Drake looks at Enteritus, and with a just menacing stare, you start to see the fear of Enteritus, realizing that the full Kaiser is now bearing down on him. And for what looks to Alex and Gigi a brief flash of light, Enteritus is dissolved. And all that's left is the crown.
We get the montage of comic panels in reality of the armies of the dreaming, and you see the dragons and the whelps and the drakes. They all stop as the crown falls and tumbles down to the ground. You see Hilbert and Charlie and Hunter, who were cornered fighting a giant black dragon, standing their ground as it stops. You see inside Gianna's house, her dad wielding a baseball bat, trying to smack these 2 whelps out of the sky as they finally land. You see in Alex's house, a drakeling with a monocle is sitting down at the table eating cookies because your mother was baking some.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Because what good drake doesn't like cookies?
Exactly.
I'd take one. If you've had the Cinnamon Toast Girl Scout cookies, they are amazing, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not sponsored, but, yeah. Totally.
And all throughout this, you look around, and in every scene, there are news cameras recording all of this. There are helicopters recording the scene through the rift, and they see all of this. As the dragons stop, waiting for a command, the Horde Keepers coronet on the ground. Chibi calls and sends all of his army back home as he makes his way back into the Terran reality, to the Dragon Realms. Gianna and Alex, you are standing there with this majestic, magnificent gold dragon standing there, radiating an aura. And it slowly begins to shrink back down to the size of Drake. But standing there before you isn't the Drake that you knew. No, because Gianna, you've seen this before. The last time he did this, when it was over, he transformed back into himself. But this time, he shrinks down to the normal size, but he is still radiating that golden glow. Basically, picture Hercules coming out of the river Styx with a glow on him.
Ah.
What do you do?
I think he did it.
Okay, so Alex is gonna walk over to Drake and gonna actually take his helmet off. It's gonna like.
Remember,
What?
I did tell you there were helicopters filming.
Oh right, yeah, never mind.
Reality.
Right, never mind. Are we still? Oh, so are we still in the? Where are we anymore?
You're still in the Dragon Realms.
Okay, yeah.
There's like a giant rift, though, still.
Yeah. Okay, never mind that. So he walks over.
And an army of dragons, dregs, and whelps waiting to be commanded.
Yeah. So he walks over to Drake and like, Drake, are you okay? That was awesome, by the way. Congrats. You okay, bro?
I'm fine, Alex.
Oh, good. Okay.
Drake.
You look different.
Yes, Chi-Chi?
There's still a lot of dragons out there.
There are.
What are you going to do?
The job of the Kaiser. And with that, Drake reaches down and grabs the crown.
Does he place it on his head?
He places it on his head.
As you place it on your head, the golden aura surrounds the Horde Keeper's coronet, and it merges into you. And you feel the power of the dragon world radiating through you. You psychically send out a signal for the dragons, all of them, and they start to retreat back in through the rift. In the process of all of this, Chibi has made his way back in as well. And he hops up onto your shoulder, Gianna.
Chibi.
Yes?
That crown's dangerous. Are you...
It was dangerous.
What is it now?
Heavy.
Well, it is a heavy burden.
Yeah.
Whatever you did with all your powers seems to have purged it, I guess, but I couldn't risk giving this to that. All I wanted to do was make sure you were safe. So I put it on.
Aww.
You made the right choice, Chibi.
Yeah, but there's a problem with that.
What's the problem?
Kinda means I gotta stay in the dreaming now.
Aww.
You can't leave with the crown?
It's kind of frowned upon.
Drake kind of looks at Chibi. I'm bound to the Dragon Realm too, but I'm not leaving my friends.
I never said I was leaving. I'm easy to access. I live in a place called the Dreaming.
That's a fair
I
point.
thought you lived in the poof.
Well, I used to live in the Poof, but now I get the whole Dreaming.
You can't move out.
There's a lease!
Wait, what's going to happen to my mom?
That's a good
John
point.
looks over to where her mom was.
That's up to you. She's no longer bound to the Dreaming.
Does that mean
Can she actually go home?
she could come home?
Is she sane enough to come home?
From what I understand, she never lost her sanity. You and your brother are what kept her going. She just had to fake it so that Vexia wouldn't know. I love how I'm drifting into a Mickey Mouse voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to happen. talking about nobody's harmless.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep.
What happened to him anyway? Is he really gone, or is he going to still come back?
I have no idea. Oh, sorry. Old habit. Anyway.
How is it you're actually talking now? Just out of curiosity.
The crown.
Oh, fair point. Yeah.
Yeah, he's all powerful now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You're all powerful.
But
I'm
you
just
do
really powerful.
You do have the entirety of the dreaming to command now, so that's pretty powerful.
I'm not going to command anybody. We're going to go back to being peaceful the way we once were.
Oh, cool.
Before Vexiat showed up.
What if he comes back? Oh, go on.
Then I know 3 people who can kick the crap out of him.
Well, and the other thing is, I'm opening the realm of the dragons to the dreaming now.
Wasn't that dangerous?
Not with Chibi around.
Okay, good.
It was open prior.
Oh, was it?
We closed it when the shenanigans started happening.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, I guess there's one last thing we have to do, right, Drake?
Yes.
So, Alex?
Yes.
Gianna?
Chippy.
This isn't goodbye forever. I'll see you tonight when you close your eyes.
Oh, that's creepy.
I live in the dreaming!
That's a little creepy.
Alex actually walks over the
I'm
chibi.
not be creepy, I'm adorable!
That's true. Alex walks over the chibi and he actually just picks him up and hugs him.
Hey, I'm supposed to be all powerful, not this cutesy stuff!
You're still chibi, you're still cute.
I am all powerful and I will give you nightmares! Put me down!
Okay. But you're still a good guy. He hugs.
I know! You can call me cute, just not this adorable stuff! There's too many people watching.
Aww, he's adorable.
Sorry.
Drake's just snickering at this because he's going to totally call him adorable.
Sorry, it's just I feel like it's the last time I'm going to get to physically see you here.
You're no Gianna, right?
Of course.
She knows how to get to the dreaming!
Hopefully I still can.
Why wouldn't you be able to?
I don't know how this changes things with Mom not being in charge of the dreaming anymore. And I don't know.
I'm in charge now!
Yeah, he's in charge now, and I feel like that's a really good thing.
That is probably better. Oh, Mom! And she rushes over to
I was gonna say, go to your mother, crying out loud.
As this happens, Chibi jumps up on your shoulder, Alex.
Oh.
I need you to do me a favor.
Oh, anything.
He produces a small purple crystal and
Oh.
hands it to you.
Oh?
I'm bound to the dreaming. So I can't anymore exert my physical force on reality.
Right.
I was kind of a little help there, but if you could find a way, once you get out of here, to slip that into the poof, it will allow me to connect, so I can stick my head up.
Absolutely.
Just don't tell her. I want it to be a surprise.
Understand.
Thank you.
So Alex puts this in his. Somehow Power Ranger's got a pocket. Don't know how. It just just belt. Boom. He's got it.
Yeah. So your mom at this point, Gigi, is sort of just like out of it, passed out.
And Gigi's immediately like cradling her mom. She's like trying to shake her away. It's, Mom, it's okay.
I know.
Oh,
I know. So, Drake, Chibi goes up to you. So, we have one more thing we have to do too.
Yeah, we have to close the terror.
And we got to get them home safe.
Well, I mean, yes.
So, I guess before you guys do that, like Alex is gonna walk over to you, Drake, and just look at you and says, "So, You gonna come visit at all, or do we have to come to you?
Well,
May I?
go ahead.
As you say that, you hear a flapping of wings.
Yes.
You do realize that I have an entrance to this place in the closet of my now new guest room.
Oh, thank God you're here, Maverick.
Hi, Maverick.
So, it looks good on you, kid.
Thanks.
So, can I ask one more favor of you?
I mean, of course.
So you now that you've done all of this, you kind of have the all the knowledge of everything in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done what I was bound to do. So can you please end this curse on me so I can get back to my real body, please?
Wait. You're not a goose?
No, he's not a goose.
Oh, wow.
When the hell have you ever had a goose named Maverick? It's like some bad Top Gun cosplay.
I've known you since you've been around or introduced to me or something like that. To be fair, I did just learn your name was Maverick a little bit ago.
I like to keep it close to the chest.
I understand why. That's where all the down
So-
brothers.
Kid, would you mind?
So Drake, nods his head at Maverick. Well, you were cursed by the last Kaiser, so I uncurse you.
Wait, why did the last Kaiser curse him?
Well, he'll have to tell you.
Okay.
So we get that sort of like the end of Beauty and the Beast, where the beast does the glowy thing and turns back into the human.
Becomes inexplicably more ugly.
Yes. And standing in front of you, wearing some very old-time looking, like, high fantasy style outfit, is this kid probably your age? With a dirty face, dirty hair, and looks, and you just hear this crack. What? You all look like you never seen a bird turn into a kid before?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say, no, I've not seen that one yet. And I've seen a lot of crazy in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. I didn't think, trust me, not gonna lie, I didn't think of all people this would be the oath to uncurse me.
Hey,
I'm not sure if you know this, he's dumb as a brick.
I am dumb as a brick, but I can put you back in.
I'd prefer if you didn't.
Be nice.
This is me being nice. You should know this by now.
That's a big nice.
Fair enough. Drake looks at Jimmy. I've got one more thing to take care of.
Huh?
Of course.
And Drake snaps his claws, and the Bird Clan appears.
Oh, right.
Oh, you gotta
The
settle.
what?
Settle.
The Bird Clan.
Oh,
With Nina.
Burbs. She looks like, why the heck are you? Oh my god. Did you suddenly get hot again?
I'm sorry for what happened.
I'm totally not, but that's okay. I can forgive you.
But from this day forward, the dragons and the birds continue to be friends and allies. And we now have the Dreaming as our partners too. Points at Chibi.
Oh my god, he is the most adorable thing in the world. I'm not adorable! You be quiet. You're totally adorable. Can we have him over for brunch?
Yes.
Like, totally cannot wait. I'm not adorable, and I will cook you for brunch!
Chibi, be nice!
This is me being nice!
Did someone get into the sugar right before we went on this whole rampage?
Clearly.
It's diet.
Ah.
I wasn't actually talking about you, but okay.
I know.
All right, Chibi. I think that takes care of everything. Did we miss anyone?
I don't know, but all the friends you keep pulling out have got these strangest voices!
So, Alex is gonna walk over towards Drake and just kind of like... He's gonna first like pat his shoulder, and then he's just gonna hug him. Just be like, dude, you take care of yourself. I'm gonna miss you, man.
I'll be around.
I know. It won't be the same without you like around all the time. But, you know.
You mortals cause us trouble.
Oh, we cause you trouble.
Well, yeah, y'all accidentally get into our realms, and then we have to do bad things.
Like, rip open...
Yeah, see, there's no accidentally getting into the realm. All I gotta do is go upstairs and open the dang door.
Right?
Oh, there's the problem. Silly goose.
I'm not a goose!
Still talk like one.
You have a problem with my accent.
No, I just said you still talk like one, so...
I'm sorry, would you prefer if I sounded like this?
Actually...
Would this make it better?
Actually... Yeah, pick one.
Please, Daddy, give me a cup of spotted tea. Absolutely not! I'm not talking like that!
Take it.
So, out of nowhere, Gianna kind of runs over and she latches onto Drake's leg. I can't give him a quick hug. Oh, you're gonna have a lot more responsibilities now, Drake.
But my main responsibility is making sure that the Dragon Realm and the Mortal Realms remain safe.
But also,
I'll be around.
Don't forget, though, you got to make sure to eat lunch every day. Make sure it's a good lunch. I'm not going to be able to make it for you.
Don't you worry about that. We'll be having lunch and brunch and then a second brunch. And with this adorable little crown prince over here, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to teach him how to make quiche and everything.
Chibi?
Yes?
Save me.
You brought her here. This one's on you. All I'm here to do is shut the rift, and then I'm going home where it's quiet.
I mean, he is correct on that one, Drake.
Yeah, he really is.
Let's shut the rift, Chibi.
I guess we have to get out of here first, don't we?
It would make it easier.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
All right, you two.
We're going to miss you. We'll see you. I know. It's just...
Yeah.
Thank you for helping me save my mom.
Thank you for showing me what a true hero is.
Aww. You already knew.
Yeah.
Alex, can you help me get my mom? She's probably going to have a little trouble standing.
Right. So, Alex, you see the Red Dragon's head just kind of look over towards her mother, kind of gives like this little like, okay, not Dreamweaver. Okay. Sure, absolutely. Looks slightly nervous, but it's like, okay.
So Maverick will also help you. You have a Maverick.
Remember, she's the one who still put out Oubliette on him, regardless of why she did it. He's still almost erased from existence because of her. So,
that was Vexia.
Well, okay, still.
But Gianna's all like, we're going to be a happy family again. Yeah.
Right.
And then it dawns on Gianna that she has the half-brother thing she's going to figure out.
Oh.
Hey.
But he can turn into a werewolf. Oh.
Right. So, as Gianna's all, like, happy and whatnot, Alex, like, pats her on the back. And as he does so, he slips that crystal right into her booth as he rubs her head, to make her, like, you're doing good. Uh-huh. As he does that, he looks over at Chibi and kind of gives, like, a...
Chibi looks at you, rolls his eyes as he's looking back at Nina. And we're totally going to have to dress you up. You're going to be like this most adorable purse poodle.
We should probably go.
I almost kind of wish I could take his place and stop her. But no, he can handle it.
I'm sure he can, in some fashion.
No, let's go. Your mom probably's worried too.
Right. Oh God, yes. So, Alex kind of helps Gianna get her mother up.
So, you all exit, and you end up on the roof of the tower. The same one where Gianna ripped the hole into the dreaming.
Oh, right.
And then back inside the Dragon Realms, Chibi uses his power, and Drake uses the power of the Kaiser to close the rift. And the final page of the comic is Gianna and Alex and the now newly human Maverick and Mrs. Robinson being joined by Hunter and Charlie and Hilbert as the rift between the worlds closes. And at least for now, everything's back to normal.
I don't know. Chibi's in charge of the dreaming. I don't know how much normal anything's going to be.
You say that, and you hear a voice from the poof. Everything's going to be a lot more normal than it was beforehand! And the head pops up.
Hi, Chibi.
You know, you weren't supposed to call me this quick. It's been, 5 seconds?
I didn't think that was going to invoke you to show up.
You're still here!
What did you think it was going to do? You called my name!
Drake seeing Chibi stick his head through the poof, sticks his head through the poof too. Oh, it's kind of spacious in here.
Oh, jeez.
And you see Chibi, with his hand just pushing Drake's head back down, and that's the final panel of the comic.
That's it. That has to be it.
Thank you all very much for watching. This has been an absolute blast. We made it through 34 issues. So, thank you all so much. For those watching here live on Twitch, we will be back next week for some sort of Bay City Crew thing. Not entirely sure what it's going to be. There are a couple of things on the table. So I will let you guys know there are potential for 4 different things happening next week. That would be either we head back to Kalu City to catch up on our Candy Wars. We head back to Emerald City to see how the most touchable button the multiverse is doing. We get Krim back here, and we get back to Bay City proper to see what's happening with that crazy group of people. Or option 4 is we have a sort of session 0 sort of thing where I inform everybody what my new project lead is going to be here in Bay City. So things to look forward to. If you haven't done so already, follow the Twitter account, and that will let you know what's going on. If we do decide we're going to do the recap at some point this week, this is one heck of a show to recap. So tune in to Twitter for announcements about that as well. So on behalf of the full Bay City crew, not just the people who are here, but all 6 of us who were a part of this, on behalf of Dark Files and Crimson Advocates who aren't here right now, and of course, Chameleon Ice. And I said Chameleon Ice because I need to get that out because it's been that type of episode. Chameleon Ice, Noah Raestra, and OPT Lawyer. I am TGE, thanking everybody so much for sticking with us, and reminding everybody to, of course, as always, keep hailing.